Hey folks, it's Ryan out here on the ranch in Prattsville, Arkansas. We just got done doing spring vaccinations with another herd of cattle. You may hear me talk about working different herds of cattle. What we've got here in Arkansas, the tracts of land are quite a bit smaller than your large range ranches in the west, Texas, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, because a lot of tracts of land are smaller and subdivided. So a lot of our land is in 80, 100 acre tracts, and so what we'll do is we'll divide up pastures where we can use rotational grazing. And we'll divide up our cows 30 or 60 head depending on if we're going to put 1 or 2 bulls in with the pasture. So what we're doing is we're bringing up each herd of cows, giving them spring vaccinations for different diseases that will affect them. We're giving them a dewormer to kind of get rid of parasites and make sure everybody's got an identification tag. And any calves that are not castrated or tagged, we'll take care of that during spring vaccinations. I'll kind of give you a look at some of our chutes and corrals. This is a temporary chute. We're kind of in the process of going and putting in a permanent one after we get done with spring workings. But this will kind of give you a good idea of what walking through a cattle chute will be. So here we go. We've got an alley where the cattle will come up. There's a series of block gates through this alley, so when the cattle come up, they won't turn around or run back on us. And then the plywood on the side is to keep cattle from being distracted from actions on the side, us working in the cattle chute, or anybody walking by or any other cattle. Keep them walking forward. This right here is a round tub. It's a half circle, and there's a push gate that comes up behind the cattle. And what we'll do is the cattle will come up here and they'll make a 180-degree turn back the direction they came from, and that'll keep them going, keep them flowing pretty easy. And then this is the alley where we push the cattle up to the head gate. We've got a series of gates in here, block gates in here, to keep the cattle going forward and keep them from going backwards. And this is our W&W manufactured chute. It's a squeeze chute with a head gate on it. What the head gate does is it restrains the animal's head so we do not injure ourselves when giving them shots, and so they do not get injured. We use the squeeze on the chute. We're not going to squeeze them down so hard that it hurts them, but squeeze them down just enough so they have slight pressure on each side, and they'll usually calm down and be real still when we're giving vaccinations, putting in a tag, or castrating any calves. This is basically to keep the cattle safe and keep us safe while we're making sure they get their vaccinations so they can stay healthy. When the cattle leave a chute, in this particular corral, they go out to a 20-acre pasture. We'll work the cows first, so the cows will come out here in the pasture, and then we'll work the calves. If we did it the opposite way around, the calves may run off and head out of the fence, if they happen to be stirred up, but we try to keep them from being that stirred up, and we'll turn the cows out and they'll come back to their calves. So if you've got any questions about working cows, feel free to ask me. I've been around it all my life, so a lot of it's everyday stuff, and I'm not sure the questions to answer. So if you've got any questions about working cows, spring vaccinations, or anything like that, give me a shout and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Well, I'm going to get off here, get my stuff and my medicines put up, and get back to finishing up my daily tasks. We've got some trees that blew down in recent storms. I got to pick up fences and things like that. So I hope y'all have a great day, and feel free to shoot me your questions. Talk to you later.